Gibbons up under center. Quick handoff there to Donovan Chambers. Makes the first man miss. Dives to his left. Drives them legs forward. I think we get another Ellwood City first down, and we do. Number 4, Brennan in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the right. Quick pass there. Out to both. Oh my goodness. That ball's recovered. That's an Ellwood City touchdown. Ricky Petrelli with the fumble recovery. Back goes past to Gibbons. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice, got some room to run. Oh, big time hit! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Man, that was a get to maple syrup. We got pancakes. 1st and 10. Ball on a 20-yard line. Oh, nice drive! Yeah, no illegal hit on that one. Number 51, Ethan Coy in that backfield. Brennan in the shotgun. There's a handoff. Fumble on the play. Ball on the ground. We'll wait to see who has that ball. Ellwood City takes the ball. Ricky Petrelli with the football in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Awaits the snap. Fumble on the ball, on the snap. Drop down quickly. Fumble on the play. Picked up by number 54, Colton Cunningham. Punch the ball out of the end zone. I don't know what's that final for tonight's game. The Ellwood City Wolverines lose to Sierra Catholic Eagles 24-14. Hi friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you from New Brighton, Pennsylvania, where tonight your Ellwood City Wolverines have traveled down here to New Brighton to take on the New Brighton Tigers. What a beautiful night for football here at the stadium. Just a short drive down here. I think it's 14 miles from high school to high school to come down to the game. We're glad you're joining us this evening. Going to get the game started here just a few seconds away. Ellwood City has won the has won the coin toss and is receiving. Back deep is Rick Petrelli and Donovan Chambers. And run up and the kick. Line drive kick down, and that ball taken by Donovan at the 15-yard line up to the 30-35, still on his feet, makes his way to the 40-yard line. Nice return there by Donovan Chambers. We're going to give him 25 yards on that return. So great field position here to start off for the Wolverines. The Wolverines losing last week to Sierra Catholic, a pretty good football team. This is an offense that last week moved the ball but just could not seem to score. Had quite a bit of rushing yards, but just could not get the ball into the end zone. So let's see if that offense can get a touchdown here, their first touchdown of the year. Last week, the Ellwood City Wolverines finished the game with 11 first downs. Handoff there to Donovan Chambers up the left side, and meets resistance there quickly by number 63 of the New Brighton of the Lions, Dylan Hupp, credit with the tackle. Going to give Donovan a pickup of 1 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 9. Ryan Gibbons, quarterback, up under center. Behind him is Petrelli. Handoff again to Donovan Chambers over to that right side this time. Finds running room, cuts back. Not much running room there. Brought down nicely by number 50, Brandon Knox. And we're going to give, yes, Brandon Knox there with a tackle. Pickup of gain of about 4 on that play. So brings up a 3rd down and 6. Ryan Gibbons, you're starting at quarterback. At running back, number 5, Donovan Chambers. Number 30, Ricky Petrelli. Number 24, Rocco Sesti. You find him out there on most all the plays. We'll get to the linemen here as the game proceeds. Gibbons in a shotgun. Back to pass. Has a little time to pass. Fires down the field. That ball's caught by number 21 at the 45-yard line. Nice grab there by Brady Welsh. Going to give him a pickup of 10 on the play. So needed 5, needed 6, got 10 did Brady on that connection from Ryan Gibbons to Brady Welsh. That brings up a 1st and 10 for the Wolverines inside New Brighton territory. Ball resting right on the 45-yard line. Gibbons up under center. 2 wide outs to the right. Chambers in motion, trying to move out to the right side. Churns them legs forward. Going to give him a pickup of 3. Kind of made something out of nothing on that play. Trying that right side as he went into motion. Got the initial handoff. Moving laterally, found some running room. Moving forward, actually going to credit him with 4 yards on that play, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. Gibbons up under center, wide out to the left, wide out to the right. Handoff there. Nice hole there for Donovan Chambers. He's got a seam. Wow, nice pickup there for Donovan. Took that run over the right side. And he probably went 6-7 yards before he ever even got tackled. And he was 1 tackle away from breaking that one all the way. Pickup of how many on that play? Pickup of 15 on that play. That's another Ellwood City Wolverine 1st down. Wolverines coming out here, showing some formations in the pass and in the run. Gibbons in the shotgun now. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Sidecar, Petrelli, handoff to Petrelli, that left side. Keeping them legs churning, does he? 1 tackle missed. Oh, we got a penalty. Penalty on the play. Petrelli moving forward, picked up about 6 on the play. We'll wait to see what the penalty is. It looks to be of the holding or a block in the back. We'll wait to see what the officials call. That's an illegal block in the back by the Wolverines. Going to replay that 1st down. Going to march them back. $10 yards. That's a spot foul, correct, Mr.? So that's going to bring up a 1st and we're going to call it 22. Gibbons in a shotgun. Handoff there to Sesti, turning them legs forward. Up over that left tackle position does go Sesti. Positive gain on the play. Going to give him a pickup of about 6 yards. Going to mark it 5 yards, bringing up a 2nd down and 17. Ball now resting on the Lions' 34-yard line.
Are they Lions or Tigers? Are they Lions or Tigers?
Lions, okay. We're learning as we go, folks. They're right with us. 2nd and 17. Gibbons under center. Oh, muffs the snap. He's 8 up in the backfield. That could have been a whole lot worse. So you took a loss, did Gibbons on the sack. Trouble on the center quarterback exchange. He just messed up the timing of everything on that play. Brought down back at the 38-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and long. 3rd and we're going to call it 20. 3rd and 20. Now the Wolverines. Gibbons under center. Wide out to his left, 1 to the right, sends Chambers in motion. Back to pass goes Gibbons. Heavy pursuit. Got it. Down goes Gibbons. sacked all the way back at the 48-yard line. Number 1 for New Brighton, Nyasana Green, 6'2", 210 pounds. He came in and applied that backside pressure, and he was unblocked, untouched. The first thing he touched was Ryan Gibbons to put him to the ground. So, loss of another 6-8 yards on the play, bringing up a 4th. And we're going to call it about 32, 35 yards. So, punting for the Wolverines, starting to do the punting duty, is number 51, Ethan Coy. Back to receive for New Brighton is number 9, Jake Francona. Wonder if he's related to Terry. High punt there. Called for the fair catch. Taken there at the 20-yard line. So that punt covered 27 yards. It did for the Tigers punter. So we're going to see the New Brighton offense for the first time tonight. Coming out in the field. Number 63, just kind of point him out being a big boy. 5'10", 300 pounds. He's listed here in the program, and he's all that. Number 17, your quarterback, is Rocco Bately. And I beg your pardon, number 12, Jackson Hall. Handoff in the backfield, shining them legs forward. Took about three Wolverines to stack him up. That ball carrier, number 1, Nyasana Green. Number 56, Storm Chambers in on the tackle, and number 54, Colton Cunningham. Colton Cunningham coming in tonight's game, the leading tackler for the Wolverines, coming up from that linebacker position. Number 12, Jackson Hall in the shotgun. No huddle here for New Brighton. They just come out. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Sends a man in motion. Low snap, back to pass. He's going deep down the field. He's got a man there. Number 5, he's off to the races. He's got 1 man to beat. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Brighton. Wow. Number 5, Caleb Scholler, took that pass in stride.
17 was a pass.
17, number 12, Jackson Hall. Jackson Hall with the pass to number 5, Caleb Scholler. That pass play covered. Was that 80 yards? 80-yard pass play for the New Brighton Tigers. Their second play from scrimmage goes 80 yards. And beautiful pass. He hit him right in stride. Did Scholler. New Brighton appears to be going for 2 here on this play. We have the privilege this evening of being seated right beside the New Brighton band. So I hope we're coming through loud and clear. We appreciate their efforts this evening. Yes, we are going to go for 2. Spread formation. Little misdirection here. Number 9 takes the ball, and he's in there. Number 9, Jake Francona, took the pitch from number 12, Jackson Hall, and found his way into the end zone. So with 5:52 left to go here in the first quarter, New Brighton Lions 8, Ellwood City Wolverines 0. We'll be right back. .552 left to go here in this first quarter. New Brighton scoring just 2 plays, not much time off the clock. 80-yard drive for the Lions for the touchdown. On the kick for New Brighton on the kickoff. Line drive kick, hit there immediately. Oh no! Oh, that did not plan out the way they wanted it to. Ball still rolling around. It was whistled dead. line drive kick. End up hitting the Wolverine as he turned around. The ball falls to the ground off the deflection off the Wolverine. New Brighton Lions recover the fumble. Who do we credit with that fumble? I missed that. But anyway, when the dust settles, it's New Brighton's football right at midfield at the 50-yard line. So with defense back out here on the field. Jackson Hall, the junior quarterback for New Brighton, getting his marching orders from the sideline. In the shotgun. Brings his near man in motion. Back to pass. Heavy pressure on there. There we go. There's the Ellwood City defense. Number 56 and number 51 in there on the sack. Storm Chambers. Hey, Storm, there you go. Number 56 and number 51, Ethan Coy, in that backfield, along with, I believe, Colton Cunningham had the initial contact. No, that's Ricky Petrelli. Ricky just getting up off that play a little slow. You guys notice that too? We'll keep an eye on that. Ricky hunching over a little bit, keeping himself in the game. But a loss of 7 on the play with the sack brings up a 2nd down and 18. In the shotgun. Man in motion. Hand off there. Oh, but to number 34, Ashton Faith. Hit there immediately. A gain of 1 on the tackle. We're going to give that to Ethan Coy, number 51. Ethan Coy, the senior. Didn't play football here with the Wolverines last year, but little persuasion got him back out here and playing real well. Bocelli's coming off the field. On that sack play, Ricky went in there and had the initial hit. And I don't know if he fell funny or just what, but he found himself a little hunched over from time to time going back to the huddle. And he's not walking his normal speed back to the sidelines. So was that a timeout by the Wolverines?
I don't think so.
Okay,
It was an
injury timeout. Do we have a game clock? I mean, no.
Oh, no, I couldn't get it because I'm hitting this.
No play clock.
No, I don't think there is.
Okay.
They
No,
usually give us 5 seconds.
no play clock here, so we'll keep an eye on the back judge, let you know when time is getting short. Okay, back to play here. This is a 3rd and 16 from the Lions from their own 44-yard line. In the shotgun. 4 wide.
Come on.
Find some room. They under pressure. Can't get him down. They finally get him knocked down. Wow. That's what you might want to call a coverage sack and persistence on that front line. Donovan Chambers in there to disrupt things. He actually picked up 1 on the play. That's the quarterback for the New Brighton Tigers. So that brings up a 4th and 18 punt formation. On that drive, you got to really credit the Wolverine defense. The first drive for the Lions coming out there in 2 plays and scoring, but that drive there was -8 yards for the whole entire drive.
My name is Caleb Schuler.
Caleb Schuler back to punt, back to Brady Welsh. Kick goes out of bounds. Actually takes an Ellwood City bounce. Ball goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So we're looking at a 18-yard punt there for the New Brighton Tigers. So Ellwood City, once again, for the 2nd time this evening, starting from their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's see if this offense can get something rolling. 3:36 left to go here in this first quarter. The first quarter that's really rolling through quite quickly. Ryan Gibbons in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the right There's a handoff to Rocco Sesti. Bounces off the first man, driving them legs forward. Going to give Rocco a pickup of 4 on the play. Coming up from the bottom of the pile is number 10, Josh Servey. We're pleased here tonight in the press box at New Brighton to have 3 former Ellwood City Wolverines in the box with us. These guys haven't watched the Wolverines play for 4 years because they were too busy on the field. Seth Sturgeon, Toby Kelly, and Luca Bodai. 2nd and 6 are the Wolverines. Gibbons in the shotgun. Handoff there, Donovan Chambers over that right side. Well, 1 man to beat, but would have been a whole lot bigger gain. But he had a hole there, did not meet resistance, so he hit the linebacker, which was number, I didn't quite catch that one for the tackle. But pickup of 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and a short 3 for the Wolverines. Wolverines have gotten a couple first downs here in this first quarter, 1 via the pass and a couple via the run. Under center is Gibbons. Chambers in the backfield. Quick handoff there to number 20. 26. Keyshawn Gatto. Going to depend upon the spot, but I think he's got enough for the first down. Oh, come on. That was not a very pleasant spot. Oh, they did give it to him. They did give it to him. We do have the luxury here in the press box. I do see a bit of a replay and forward progress. They did give him that first down. So, new set of downs for the Wolverines starting right at midfield on the 50-yard line. Looking over there in the sidelines, can't really see what if they're working or doing anything with Ricky Petrelli, but we'll keep you updated on what we hear and see from that. Gibbons in the shotgun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff there to Chambers, met immediately by number 55 for the loss. 55 is Donald Sessi, 6'1", 220-pound senior, meeting Chambers. Loss of a half a yard on the play. That offensive line for the Wolverines, number 56, Storm Chambers, number 54, Colton Cunningham, Damian Lutz, a senior, Ethan Coy, number 51, and sophomore, number 74, Rodney Grimes. Gibbons in the shotgun on this 2nd and 11. Oh. False start for the Wolverines. Yeah, he flinched, and actually I almost think he lined up off sides. They almost could have called him for that as well. So loss of 5 on the play, but it remains 2nd down, bringing up a 2nd down and 15, ball on the 45-yard line. Just a minute to go here on a rolling clock here in this first quarter. Gibbons hand on to Keisha over that left side. Got a little bit of running room, got some speed going for him. He's going to get the first down. Awesome run by Keyshawn Gatto. Needed 16, got 17. Took the quick pitch there from Gibbons, ran laterally to the left, and then just waited for a seam to develop. And quite honestly, some poor tackling by that New Brighton Lions defense and some determination by Keyshawn Gatto to find them sticks. Picked up the 17-yard gain. That might be the longest run of the year for the Wolverines to this point. Keyshawn Gatto, a senior for the Wolverines, suffered a pretty serious neck injury at a JV game last year, and it is such a blessing to see that young man out there playing football his senior year. Back to passes, Gibbons going deep. Oh, what a beautiful catch! What a catch by number 21, Brady Welsh. Great coverage by New Brighton, but the ball thrown slightly behind. Brady makes the adjustment, gets between the ball and the defender. What a great catch by Brady Welsh. Pick up of 25 on the play. Ball resting on the 11-yard line for the Wolverines. So some real momentum here for the Wolverines in the waning moments of this first quarter. Quick pass. Oh, that hit. That didn't work for the Wolverines. Quick pass out there to Donovan Chambers. Got to the line pretty quick, did the Wolverines, trying to catch him off guard to New Brighton, and they were not. Hit immediately for about a 3-yard loss was Donovan. So that ends the first quarter here from New Brighton, where the Lions are leading your Wolverines 8-0. We'll be right back. New Brighton leading the Wolverines 8-0, but the Wolverines deep inside Lion territory right now. Ball on the 14-yard line. Should be second down. Second down and 13. The Wolverines can get a first down. The 1-yard line would get them a first down. Gibbons under center. Hand off to Chambers. Bouncing off that right side. Still rolling forward, does Chambers. Going to give him positive yardage on that play. Initially hit, but squirmed his way through there down to the 5-yard line. So pickup of 9 for Donovan on that play, bringing up a third down, and we're going to call it 5. Ricky Pacelli, great to see him back in the game. Keeper for Gibbons. Driving him forward. Brought down. We'll see where they spot the ball, where the forward progress was. It's going to be pretty close. I think he's down. We'll wait for the official spot. From where we are, it's kind of hard to see the angle. It's going to be 4th down. I'm sorry, I'm off and down. I think they are. It should be 4th down. There, they corrected on the sidelines. They're going to come on. It is 4th down. No, they're going to give it. They're doing for a measurement. Bending the spot. See how far they need to go to get this first down. At the 1 would be a first down. That is short. Half a yard, if that. Nice cameraman work there by Seth. Appreciate that. After 3 games, he figured out where the zoom button is. When it's your son, you can make fun of him like that. But anyway, more serious. We got a 4th down here for the Wolverines. Ball inside the 3-yard line. And we have a timeout. Wolverines. No, I beg your pardon. There may not be a timeout. Yeah. Nice crowd of Ellwood City across the way here in the visiting stands. And a good crowd here by the New Brighton Tigers. Okay. Okay. My new shirt. Okay. It was not a timeout. They were just finishing up that official timeout. So, big play here in this first half of this football game. 4th and about a half a yard. We got number 77, Damon Lutz, 5'8", 270 pounds in there. At center, Ethan Coy, number 51, 6'1", buck 95. Goes Ethan. Got Colton Cunningham. Ellwood City in tight in that formation. Gibbons under center. Hand off there to Ricky Petrelli. Makes the first man miss. Into the end zone goes Petrelli for the Ellwood City touchdown. Ricky found resistance as he got to that line of scrimmage, but just danced his way to the left and found his way into the end zone, virtually untouched from that point. So that's 8-6 for with the Wolverines scoring that touchdown, and they are extra point or 2-point conversion forthcoming. So a nice drive there from the Wolverines. They started on their own 40-yard line on that drive. Capped mainly by a 17-yard run by Keyshawn Gatto and a 25-yard pass play from Gibbons to Welsh. 2-point conversion. Gibbons in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right. Finds Ricky out there. Oh, Ricky taken down at the 5-yard line. Tried to swing pass out there to the right. Did Gibbons to Petrelli, but not to be fooled by the New Brighton Lions. 10:57 left to go here in this second quarter. Wolverines 6, New Brighton Lions 8. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. 10:57 left to go here in this second quarter. Ethan Coy in for the kickoff for the Wolverines. Back to receive is number 9, Jake Francona. Squib kick taken at the 20-yard line by New Brighton number 5. Drives his way forward to the 38-yard line for an 18-yard return. And that was Caleb Schuler on that return. So New Brighton coming out for their possession, ball resting on the 38-yard line. We saw in the last series that the Lions had the football, did not really get very far. That Wolverine defense really seemed to stiffen up and hold their own. 4-man front for the Wolverines, 3 linebackers. Run the 4-3. Number 15, Ron Robertson there at the safety position, along with Keyshawn Gatto, Brady Welsh, and Rocco Sesti. Man in motion. Handoff there. Makes a man miss, turning to right. That ball's coming back. Oh, hit hard there. Number 54, Colton Cunningham cutting in. Couple flags on this play. Press box referees believe it was a hold. We'll wait to see what the officials say. So we'll wait to see what the call is. A personal foul on the Wolverines. Penalties offset. What was the first call against New Brighton? Holding. Personal foul against the Wolverines. Those are offsetting. They should be offsetting, but the personal foul could have been after the whistle. So the Wolverines dodged a bullet there by giving them 15 free yards. So We'll replay the down. Rolling clock, 1st and 10, 10:34 to go here in the second quarter. Number 12, Jackson Hall, looking at the sidelines. And there's a quick pass. Ball deflected there. Tipped there by at the line of scrimmage by Donovan Chambers. Ball falls incomplete, bringing up a 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. Trying to find a coaching staff. So 2nd and 10, ball resting on the 38-yard line of the Lions. Jackson Hall in the shotgun. Number 2 goes in motion again. Lines his way through. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Dumped there to number 17. Caught at the 48-yard line. Hit there immediately by number 15, Ryan Roberts. A pickup of 10 on the play. And that appears to be enough for a Lions 1st down. On that reception was number 17, Rocco Bately. And that was enough for the Lions' 1st down. The Lions, a team that you don't really see in the huddle. They keep the same people out there most all the time. And the quarterback looks to the sidelines for the hand signals or the marching orders from the coach. Back to pass, down the middle. Found number 5. Nice catch. Nice catch by number 5. Penalties on the play. I think those are going to get waved off. Pickup of, depending on the spot, found his way forward down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 23 on the play. We'll wait to see what the penalties are. 2 flags now on the field. Pass interference, that penalty is declined because of the 23-yard pass play. And who caught that ball? Number 5, Caleb Scholler. Mentioned his name several times here this evening. Kind of that same formation do these Lions run. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Petrelli back into the game. James Barge up there on the line for the Wolverines, along with Cameron Reynolds and Storm Chambers in that 3-4 defense. Number 10 coming in motion. Misdirection play. Oh, hard hit to the head. Unintentional. It was unintentional, but number 1, Naisanu Green, on the misdirection play, took the ball, was hit there quickly, and coming up to clean up the tackle was number 54, Colton Cunningham. Really no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. Ball resting right on their 30-yard line. Back to pass. Pass, same play again. Now, number 5 passed to Caleb Scholler on that slant route, covered there by Ryan Roberts. Did they give him credit for the catch?
I believe so.
Had to give him credit for the catch. Ball came out as he fell to the ground, but I think we're going to be looking at our pass interference again. We'll wait the call. I did not hear a whistle before the ball had come out, but I don't. Yes. Pass interference. They did give him for the catch, and apparently he was down by contact before the fumble. So that's a pickup of 15 on the play. The Lions driving here with 8:36 left to go in the second quarter. Ball resting now on the 15-yard line. Same formation again to start things off. Team uses motion quite a bit, I've noticed here, do the Lions. Shotgun, man in motion. Oh, false start. False start on the Lions. That's going to knock him back 5 yards to the 20-yard line. Going to bring up a and 15. Whoever wants him. I might have to sub him. The Wolverines, coached by Rob Magnifico, along with Kurt Augustinelli, Bobby Ewing, Coach Fan, Siobhan Moody out there coaching. Wolverines showing blitz, and they come off sides. A little too aggressive there were the Wolverines. Dead ball foul. Encroachment on the Wolverines. Take the ball back to the 20-yard line. So, once again, 1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line for the Lions. Wolverines showing blitz on that play. Waits the snap. Man in motion. Back to pass. Going for it all in the end zone. Got a man there. That ball falls incomplete, but we have another flag on the play. Afraid this is coming back. Your ball falls incomplete. It would be receiver number 9, Jake Francona. And Terry Francona's from New Brighton, right? Okay. So maybe there's a connection there. Pass interference against the Wolverines. And that pass interference occurred in the end zone. So they will spot the ball. The ball was at the 15. Yes, half the distance to the goal. So, but I thought that should be automatic. Yes, automatic first down for the Lions. Ball resting on the 7.5, 8-yard line. Bunch to the right at the end of the line of scrimmage. Not sure what that was.
It's like 6 penalties in a row on this drive.
So, yeah, that's 6 penalties here on this drive between the two teams. Not sure if we didn't have some trickery trying there by the Lions on that particular play, but it backfired. We had false start, so it's 1st and goal from the 13-yard line. Same formation. Do they look like a try? They were wanting to maybe possibly do. There's a fumble. They're going to mark him down. On the keeper. Now, who ran that ball? Number 9. Jake Francona once again took the pitch and really did not have any room to run. Defense, that right side of the Wolverine defense, sniffed that play out pretty quickly for no gain on the play. 2nd. Yes, it's not 2nd and goal, I beg your pardon. They can get a first down. Back to pass, cross pass. That ball was picked off. That ball, Rocco Sesti. The Lions coming out trying to do that slant pass again, except from the left side this time. Picked by, was that ball tipped back to him? No, I don't believe it was. On the replay. Really, Rocco just read that play like a kindergarten book. He saw what was happening and jumped right in front of that line, the would-be receiver. So with the interception, Ellwood City taking over, ball on the 7-yard line, but more importantly, the defense kept that line offense out of the end zone. Pitch out to Chambers over that left side, got a little running lane, cuts his way back, ball fumbles the ball, jumped on by the Wolverines. Donovan running forward, cut back, was hit, the ball falls to the ground, rolls around, alertly fallen on by Ricky Petrelli. Heads up play there by Ricky Petrelli to get on that ball. But where the ball spotted is enough for a Wolverine first down. Ball marked at the 17-yard line. So we'll give him 10 yards on that carry/fumble recovery for Donovan. Gibbons in the under center. One to the right, one to the left. Handoff there, not much running room. Was that Sesti? Sesti was the ball carrier. Really no gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. I'm not sure if nobody paid the electric bill here, but we don't have any lights in this press box. So that was a polite way of asking someone to turn the lights on. Yeah. So anyway, folks, it's 2nd and 10. 5:48 to go. Ball resting on the Wolverines 17-yard line. Direct snap there to number 21, Brady Welsh. And well, he took a really clumsy hit there for really no gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 10. The Lions here really making a bunch of changes, I just noticed, on defense. May have an equipment issue on number 9.
Keep going.
You told me to go.
So that brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. Ball resting on the 17-yard line. Two to the left, two to the right. Gibbons back to pass. Has some time, surveys the field. Hope it don't collapse down, and it did. Oh, man! Ouch! Ouch! Number 55, Donald Sessi, 6'1", 220. You know, that was great coverage by the Lions down the field. Gibbons initially had time to survey the field, kept pedaling his way back, and he took a hard hit. So he did. All the way back at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and 23. Punt formation here for the Wolverines. Coy to kick. And number 2 back to receive is Alex Stock. Punting from about 7 yards deep in his end zone is Coy. Towering high kick. Takes an Ellwood City bounce. Takes a Lions bounce. Wow. That ball ended up at the 18-yard line. That was a 13-yard punt. It went about 30 yards in the air by the looks of things. It was up there. But nonetheless, the Lions with outstanding field position with 4:07 left to go here in this 2nd quarter. The Lions have all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Ball resting on the 18-yard line. I think it's a stomach. It's something stomach. So, 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line. Lions, tight formation in the shotgun. Number 9 with the carry. Oh, heavy hit there. Initial hit was by number 30, Ricky Petrelli, and Ethan Coy. The running back, number 9, Jake Francona, follows his way forward. Pickup of maybe 2. We'll give him 1 yard on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 9. Stay tuned here at halftime, folks. We're going to let you watch the bands. tonight, and then we'll give you all the halftime statistics as well as out-of-town scores. 2nd and 8 are the Lions from their 16. Misdirection, 19. Did he catch that ball? He caught it. Number 9 took the pitch. Jake Francona rolls around to his left. Heavy pursuit by Ricky Petrelli, but he finds his receiver, Caleb Scholler, number 5, past the first down marker, it appears to me. Going to bring up a first down, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. A nice catch there by Scholler. Went down to his knees to make the catch, secured the ball before he went out of bounds. So 3:17 left to go here in this first half of play. 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. On the short side of the field, they got 2 wide receivers to the left, long side, 1 to the right. Man in motion, takes a snap, handoff, finding and sweeping his way around. Got 1 man to beat. Number 2 into the end zone, Alex Scott, for the 7-yard touchdown run for the New Brighton Lions. Stock took the ball and actually ran in the backfield, but he just outran what the would-be defenders for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Really showed a burst of speed there once he turned the corner and found his way into the end zone. So 2:56 left to go here. 14-6, extra point forthcoming. Appear to be going for 2. The first time the Lions had the chance tonight, they went for 2 and were successful. We'll see if the Wolverine defense can stop him again this time. That was a quarterback keeper the last time they had the 2-point conversion, if I remember correctly. In the shotgun is Hall. Man in motion. Comes keeper again. Could be an option. Follows his way forward. He's tackled short. Give credit to number 54, Colton Cunningham, for getting in there and stopping the quarterback Hall short of the goal line. Tackled at the 1-yard line. So 2:56 left to go here. It's Lions 14, the Wolverines 6. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. The New Brighton Lions here on the kickoff. Back to receive, and Ricky Petrelli's usually back there, and we're just not quite sure if Ricky's 100%. We are seeing him on some plays, but we'll keep you posted on what we hear from that. So to kick is number 2, Alex Stock. Back to receive is Rocco Sesti and Brady Welsh. There's a kick. Let that ball go out of bounds, guys, and they do. Ball out of bounds, kicked out of bounds. So the Wolverines will take over, and they have all 3 timeouts remaining. Do the Wolverines for the kick out of bounds. So Ellwood City taking the ball over at the 35-yard line. I would say after watching this first half of play, the 2 teams are pretty evenly matched. Even size-wise, last week the Wolverines went up against Sarah Catholic. They had some, pretty big boys on that line that really found their way to Ryan Gibbons pretty fast. Gibbons has had some time to throw the ball, maybe just no open receivers to throw it to. But we'll have all the halftime stats here at halftime for you. Oh, are you kidding me?
So it's going to be...
There was 3 flags on that play.
So it's going to be the 35 and then the 15 yards.
There was personal foul called against the Wolverines and a personal foul called against New Brighton, as well as the ball kicked out of bounds.
So 35, 15,
So,
back to the 20.
but if they both had personal fouls, why don't they offset? Nonetheless, we're watching. I'm sorry, there was not a personal foul against the Lions. He initially called it that way, but there was not personal foul against the Wolverines. 15-yard penalty after the kick out of bounds, so 35 minus 15. Ellwood City Math puts them at the 20-yard line. Gibbons in under center. Handoff flag on the play. Donovan runs his way around, picks up 15 on the play. We'll wait to see what the flag is.
Sideline warning. Sideline.
Oh, so it's a sideline warning.
Yeah, it looks like sideline warning. For
Okay, so the play stands. That's going to be a 15-yard run for Donovan Chambers. One of his best runs of the night.
yeah, that's it.
So we have a
Sideline warning.
sideline warning for the New Brighton Lions. So ball resting on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. 2:46 left to go here in this half. Wolverines down by 8, 14-6. Gibbons under center. Sends Donovan in motion. Ricky's in there. Pitch out to Donovan. Makes the first man miss. Second man miss. Turning them legs forward does Donovan. Pick up of 5 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Wolverines. Not sure what the game time temperature was, but pretty comfortable here tonight. 76 degrees. Not near the hot and humid we've had here over the last couple evenings. Gibbons under center, wide out to the right. Hand off there to Sesty. Not much running room there. We're going to give him a pickup of 2 on the play. Sesty on that carry. Going to bring up a 3rd down and a short 1. 1:44 left to go here for the Wolverines on a rolling clock. Gibbons in the shotgun. Handoff there, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Who was the ball carrier on that play? That was Ricky Petrelli. Really no gain on the play. No, they're looking. He might have got forward momentum to get him there. Initially, I thought he was stopped short of the line of scrimmage. But an official timeout for a measurement. 1:11 to go here in this second quarter. Will you wait? They are short. Short about the length of a football, if that far. So 4th and inches, the decision time here for the Wolverine coaching staff. 1:11 left to go here in the second quarter. And I would appear to be going for it, do the Wolverines. So Gibbons at the sidelines, running back onto the field with the play call. Up to the line come the Wolverines. Important play here. It'd be nice if they can get this 1st down. Tight formation for the Wolverines. Looks like a push. Handoff there to Donovan Chambers. Squirts his way through. Needed a yard. Got about 4. So that's a Wolverine 1st down with a minute left to go here. Do the Wolverines. Why is he on the sidelines getting a play? There's a freaking minute left to go. Rolling clock. Really not a sense of urgency that you would like to see here by the Wolverines. Down by 8, ball resting on their own 49-yard line. There's a pitch out to Donovan over that right side. Got out of bounds. Picked up probably 5 or 6 on the play, did Donovan Chambers. Pushed out of bounds there, stopping the clock with 42 seconds left to go in this second quarter. They're going to give him a pickup of about 6 on the play, so a 2nd down and 4. Clock stopped for the Wolverines. Once again, all 3 timeouts remaining for the Wolverines, which is nice to have here at a time like this. Under center's Gibbons. Back to pass. There's pass to number 30, Ricky Pacelli, finding his way up the left sidelines. 15-10. Hurdles a man. Stepped out of bounds there. Great play there by Rick Petrelli. Quick pass there by Gibbons. Under pressure, he was wide open. Took the ball at about the 40-yard line. Made the first man miss. He had a line of blockers down the sidelines. The speedy New Brighton defender, number 9, Jake Francona, tracks Ricky down. Ricky tried to hurdle him. He stepped the foot out of bounds. But nonetheless, 30 seconds left to go. Wolverines 3 timeouts. 1st down and 10 from the 10-yard line. So we're 1st and goal, folks. Short side of the field, ball on the left hash mark. Hand off to Gibbons, misdirection. Gibbons trying to go the other way. Pickup of maybe 2 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 8. There's a timeout by the Wolverines. We'll stay right here, folks, for this timeout. So a very a good drive here by the Wolverines. Took the ball with just a little over 3 minutes to go in the half, and driven the ball nicely. We've seen some nice pass plays by Gibbons this evening. One to 25 yards to Brady Welsh. The dump pass here to Ricky Petrelli, a play designed that you'd have been happy with 10 yards. That was a 43-yard pass play, and Ricky was left wide open, and his legs did the rest. Of them 43 yards, he probably ran for 30 of them. So, sidelines coach, first-year head coach Robert Magnifico, Bobby Ewing over there, Javon Moody, Coach Tom. .25 seconds left to go here. Ball resting just inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and 10 to the Wolverines. Damian Lutz out over the ball. The center snaps to Gibbons. Quick pass out there. Wow. Pass there to number 21, Brady Welsh. And you would have to question if there wasn't some touching before he could get the ball. But nonetheless, the ball falls incomplete, stopping the clock with 21.9 seconds left to go. Gibbons. Ball resting on the left hash mark. Short side of the field. Tight formation. Brady Welsh out to the right. Back to, Gibbons pass. Hit immediately by the big boy, number 63, Dylan Hupp, 5'10", 300 pounds. Found his way in there. What looked like it could have been a quick little screen pass. And he had his man out there. Should just be 3rd. It is 4th down. 18 seconds left to go. 4th down for the Wolverines. That's right. I'm sorry. I missed a play. Okay, 3 wideouts to the long side of the field. Gibbons in a shotgun. Back to pass. Quick throw out there. Too tall. Too tall for number 21, Brady Welsh. Ball falls incomplete. Kind of a fade route, but ran out of real estate for the Wolverines. Ball over on downs with 13 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Stay tuned, folks. After the bands play, we'll have all the halftime stats, out-of-town scores. We got some pretty big conference games going on here in this week too. There's Riverside and Freedom, game a lot of people were talking about. Yeah, everything's conference games this week. So all games matter, but these ones here just matter a little bit more. 14 seconds left to go here. Lions take the ball over on downs from the 9-yard line. I think we're just going to kneel on the ball, and that's what they do. So as the clock runs down, we are from New Brighton. We have a score of the New Brighton Lions 14, your Ellwood City Wolverines 6. Enjoy the halftime show by our bands, New Brighton, but first up will be the Pride of Ellwood City, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. And we'll be back here 8-10 minutes to fill you in on our thoughts about the first half, as well as stats and out-of-town scores. Thank you.
about to crash, so it might get ugly. When he gets tired. This is one of the 3. That's Josie sitting by my mom. She just turned 5. She's in kindergarten. He just turned 3 last week. And then the baby, he just turned 1 last week, Sammy. He's at home with my wife. We went to dinner and then went home, put him to bed, and my wife's getting masters right now, so she has some homework to do. Probably even worse than I was. He's just crazy. He's the wild one. She's sweet, and the baby, he's awesome. Yeah, no, we live in Conway. You know where the old ball fields are in Conway? There's a row of new houses right there. I look out my bedroom window and from here to, midfield, I see home playing the ball field. So, freedom. Yeah. So, it's nice. I want to see. He lives back. I knew where he was. He lives back in a little further. Yeah, he's back on North Grove Street. I'm on South. I think it's on North Street. But, well, he works in a ticket service. Yeah. But, no, we got 1 flat acre in the water. That's close to house. 8 with 8. Dream home like 10 years ago, and then made some bad decisions. So we have to go into the crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's good.
4,400
Well, how long have you been down there?
April 17th was 3 years. So, we got lots of really, and my wife works in Cranberry Westinghouse. She's like the nuclear field. So, 17 minutes for her, and
Oh, that's nice.
it's, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, how's your crew?
Getting big.
Yeah.
Michael's 2 boys are 12 and 10. They're playing football. It reminds me of Michael and Steven.
Are they where? They're like Toledo area?
And Cleveland area.
They're closer to Cleveland. Yeah.
It's not bad.
45 minutes. Oh, okay.
It's not bad. But they remind you exactly of Michael and Steven.
Are you
The youngest
serious?
one is Steven, the oldest
Are
one.
you serious?
It is funny.
Oh, that's good. I haven't seen Michael probably since your birthday party at the church. And that was what, your 6th year? That's been a while. No, it's not true.
5 years, yeah.
Yeah, it's good though, And then Steven, he has 3 girls, right? And who was I just talking to? Somebody that is in Beaver.
Justin, no?
No, but somebody who has a kid in Beaver. And I said, did any of your kids have Mr. Mamoni? He's like the man over there, apparently. Now his wife is staying home now, right?
Yeah,
she taught. Okay, yeah.
And now she's teaching at a daycare or a preschool.
Nice.
When Hannah's in preschool, she just started preschool. When she gets old enough, I think maybe we might go down.
Yeah, it's good. It's rough there. Like my wife leaves early, and I get all 3 ready. I drop Josie at my wife's aunt lives like right down the road. But take her there, answer her, gets her on a bus like half hour later. I take him to the YMCA and then see him to Monday. Yeah, so it's like, I looked at my, I don't use a credit card for anything. Credit card that except gas. We have one on gas. Since she started school, I looked at how much gas she's got a big truck. I need to buy some little hybrid running these kids around, man. But it's good, it's
I bet
interesting.
your mom and dad love them.
Yeah, they're a handful though. Take the winter off. Daddy daycare all winter. Last winter was tough for 3 of them.
Oh, I bet. Maybe.
Yeah, I was struggling last winter, but Mondays we go to play in the play area. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays we go to preschool. And then Wednesdays we go to children. Flooded our house last week. Turned the faucet on in our bathroom.
Welcome back, folks, from here in New Brighton, Pennsylvania, with the score 14-6. The Lions ahead of our Wolverines. On the screen, you'll see our halftime stats. Total yards, Lions 145 to 185 for the Wolverines. Rushing yards, Lions not really doing much very effective on the ground. 6 yards, 117 for the Wolverines. Passing, 139 for the Lions to just 68 for the Wolverines. First downs, Wolverines leading in that category, 9-5. And turnovers, that must be a misprint because the Wolverines did have a interception to stall out that drive for the Lions, their next last drive. Penalties, 2 for 18, 5 for 18 for the Wolverines. A lot of offsides, a lot of offsetting. And I question those yardages because there were some pass interferences on there that might have added a little bit to it. Time of possession's big, 2-1 for the Wolverines here in that first half. So Wolverines taking that, getting that possession. They're getting the first downs, kind of stalling out in these drives. They'll be going and driving, and all of a sudden Gibbons gets sacked for a big loss, and it's really hard to come over. Passing in that first half, leading in the game, is Jackson Hall, 4 for 6, 126 yards. Of them 126 yards, 80 came on the second play of the game. That's 2 weeks in a row now. The Wolverines have given up a huge play for that first time the opposing offense had the ball. Rushing, Donovan Chambers, 13 for 77, and he had a long of 17 on there. Receiving, Caleb Scholler, 4 catches for 128 yards. So that's been the only connection that Hall has had tonight is with Caleb Scholler. Defense, leading tackler right now is Donald Sessi, 4 tackles, 1 for 1 sack. Out-of-town scores, these are probably mostly all halftime. 2A scores here first, Southmoreland 0, Carmichael 6. Crosstown rivals, and in our division, Freedom is leading Riverside 15-0. Neshannock ahead of Mohawk 14-7. Neshannock, we'll get to meet them next week up in Neshannock for our Week 3 game. Shadyside Academy 23, our good friends down in Valley 6. Southside 12, Sarah Catholic 7, South Allegheny 10, East Allegheny 0. Jeanette 21, Amani Christian 6. Armani Christian scored 81 2 weeks ago, so Jeanette figured something out there. Stowe Rocks 30, the Union Scotties 0. Burgettstown 21, Fort Cherry 0. McGuffey 21, Fraser 14. Beaver Falls 14, Central Valley 7. Aliquippa 40. Rematch of last year's PIA's championship game. Aliquippa 40, Quaker Valley 0. Laurel is ahead of Bishop Canavan 37-0. We mentioned Laurel. We want to take a quick moment here as we last Friday night in the third quarter, a young man, Hayden Hamilton, suffered a severe injury and was carted off the field. Eventually ended up at Children's Hospital where he underwent 9-hour surgery with 3 crushed vertebrae in his back. I know it's just been a trying time for that family and the whole entire Laurel School District, as well as the whole entire community around Lawrence County, Beaver County, people from far, far away. There's been a GoFundMe page set up. We can get you a link to that. They've gotten, last I saw, over $50,000, and the money keeps coming in. Coach Pat Narduzzi was in to visit him this week. Ryan Shazier, who suffered a devastating injury, spinal cord injury, had given him a call. So our thoughts and prayers to the Laurel Spartans, the Hamilton family, and all in Laurel. Second half underway, and the ball goes out of bounds for the Wolverines. New Brighton will take the ball at the 35-yard line. So to finish up on that, a very trying week. As a father who had son played football and daughters that play sports, and if you're listening tonight, you know somebody that probably plays high school sports. You always think that could happen, and it does. And you just, maybe it's just me or naive enough to think it don't happen around here, but it happens. Well, in the past week, we saw that it does happen around here. And great line I saw the week about it is how the Western Pennsylvania football community has rallied around that school, and it's just amazing. As you drive around town, you don't go anywhere without talking about this young man and the continued thoughts and prayers for him and his family. So keep them in your thoughts. I'm cheering on Laurel the rest of the way. I was a fan before, but wish them nothing but the best. Back to the game, folks. First play of the third quarter. New Brighton has the ball, leading the contest 14-6. Back to pass. Going down deep. Got a man there, number 5. He makes the catch. Oh, for crying out loud, he's going to go all the way. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 65-yard pass. Number 5, Caleb Scholler. Rolls out to his right. And once again, the ball underthrown. And he got underneath Ryan Reynolds, took the ball, about a 30-yard pass. He went the extra 35 yards, making the score 20-6. Them first drives of the game and a half. 12 seconds drive, 12 seconds into the third quarter. New Brighton scores on that 65-yard pass play. I can tell you what, I don't even have to look over to the sideline to the coaches or look to the press box to the side of us. That is not what these coaching staff wanted to see happen. 20-6, 2-point conversion forthcoming. 9 at quarterback. On the keeper, rolls his way forward, drives them legs forward. He looked to be initially got in the backfield, split the two defenders, bowled his way forward, following that big number 63. Into the end zone he goes. That brings our score 22-6. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Number 2, Alex Stock. We've seen him on the running back side of things too tonight. Scored a touchdown, if I remember correctly. Back deep to receive is number 30, Ricky Petrelli, number 5, Donovan Chambers. A run up in the kick. Line drive kick down the middle. Taken by Chambers at the 21-yard line. Full head of steam straight ahead. Thrown out to the right side. Got a blocker out front. Oh, horse collar tackle. Throw the flag. Yes, they did. Ray Charles could have saw that penalty. Taken down at the 43-yard line. Folks, we got an injured player down there around the 40-yard line. Can't really see on the replay what almost looks like he got stepped on. But we'll wait and see. Go to timeout. Okay. Okay, number 85 was the injured player, Cal Bensing, junior, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Comes running off the field on his own power. So after the kickoff, taking it to the 21-yard line, Donovan ran it out to probably about the 45, but the horse collar tackle is going to add on another 15. So really good field position here for the Wolverines on their first drive of the third quarter. They have the ball on the Lions' 42-yard line. So, Wolverines, their first drive here of this half. Tight formation, they come out. That Brady Welsh under center, number 21. End around to the left. A little bit of running room. Finds a little bit of a seam there. Taken down at the 27-yard line. He's going to just, I think they're going to give him the first down on that play. Pickup of 10 on the end around sweep by Brady Welsh. So that's the 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Ball resting on the 27-yard line. Gibbons back in at quarterback under center. 2 wide outs to the left. Chambers in motion. Pitch out to Donovan. He got a quick block there. Fumble on the ground. It's recovered. Appears to be recovered by the Lions. Chambers sweeping out there to the right, making that cut move, and just got the ball stripped out of his hands, did Donovan. And there was about 3 Lion defenders there to fall on the ball. So, after the turnover, Lions ball on the 20 Wolverine, or on their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10. They got Kelton in. Kelton Daccio in the backfield now for the defensive backfield for the Wolverines. And the shotgun. Hand off to that right side. First man misses. Got a little bit of a hole there. Drives his way forward. Does number 1, Nasera Green. Ball taken out to the 36-yard line. Tackled there by number 54, Colton Cunningham. Once again, no huddle for these Lions offense. Just looking to the sidelines. Number 12, Jackson Hall. Seems to really handle this offense well. In the shotgun. Quick handoff there to number 1. Hit immediately for really no gain. Maybe forward progress. Get him a half yard or so. Going to bring up 3rd down for the Lions. Ball now resting on their 41-yard line. We're going to call it a 3rd and 2. So big stop here up for the Wolverines. They can get this. As you saw the halftime stats. What was that, Brad? The Lions only had 6 yards of rushing on the evening. Alongside me here in the press box, our producer, Brad Windhorst. Shotgun. There's the handoff to number 1. He's got her hole, finding his way forward. Still churning them legs. Needed 3, got 6. That's going to be a Lions first down. The Wolverines now being down by 2 scores, and those 2 scores, you need a 2-point conversion. Need to get some stops here. We still got a lot of football to play, but this New Brighton offense, we have a whistle on the field. Okay, we're game on. Wait to look to the sidelines, does Hall. Calls out the play. In the shotgun. 2 wide outs to his right, 1 to the left. Going deep again. Oh no. Ouch. Young man catch the ball out of bounds and fell and hit his head on the bench on the sidelines. It did not sound good, and the way he fell looked even worse. But number 5, Caleb Schuler, jumped up. Ball was complete, but out of bounds. A little too much arch on that, and just ran out of real estate, literally, because he hit that bench quite awkwardly. So that brings up a 2nd and 10. Incomplete pass out of bounds. Stops the clock historically, but it's running now. We're not sure why. Back to pass. Being chased. Oh my. Number 17 with the reception, Rocco Bately. Hall was really getting a ton of pressure. Throws the rainbow pass, falling in the arms of Bately. We have a stoppage of play on the field. We're adjusting the game clock. Reassessing the clock. I think we had somebody prematurely started there before that last play. Nonetheless, how many was on that play, Brad? Probably about 20. 30, ball resting on a 35-yard line after a 20-yard pass play. That ball seemed to hang up there for a long time. Rocco Sesti trying to get underneath it and just couldn't. Fell right behind his outstretched arms and went into Bately's hands. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Sidecar left. Handoff there to number 1, Green. Driving his way forward. Ethan Coy there with initial contact. Also in there is number 56, Storm Chambers. Flag. After the play, we have a flag. I sure hope this isn't another dead ball foul. We're not sure against who yet, but it's not looking good for if you're a Wolverine fan. The play on the field, initially a pickup. Gain of 3. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolverines. After the 3-yard gain, we'll mark off and see what they get. Little talking to by the refs right now as the players huddle around. Probably just the opportunity to tell them to cut this stuff out. That's going to march the ball 15 yards down to the Ellwood City 17-yard line. So, New Brighton coming out. First play of the half. Scores on a 65-yard pass. 3 and out for the Wolverines. No, I'm sorry, on the fumble. Take the ball over and driving again inside the 20. Ball on the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Hall getting his place in a shotgun. Gets the ball, handoff to Green. Makes one man miss. Dives his way forward. Nice containment there on the outside of that Wolverines defensive line to not let him bounce outside. Ethan Coy in on that tackle. Number 51, number 5, Donovan Chambers in there as well. So 2nd down, pickup of a short 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Once again, Hall barking out the plays. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Quick slant pass there to number 5. That's a touchdown. 17-yard pass. Touchdown to his favorite receiver, number 5, Caleb Schuler. Hall to Schuler. 6:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-6. Points off turnovers. You know, how many we had here tonight? How many did we see last week? And them 15-yard penalties Them unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty. That's free yards, and they got 15 on that play. So, extra point forthcoming. We've gone for 2 all night. I'm assuming we're going to see that again. So, 2-point conversion. Tight formation here do the Lions. Man in motion, green. Good turnaround, quick pass out there to number 5 again, Scholler. Almost need to put somebody on that guy and blanket him. 2-point conversion complete. That makes the score 30-6. The Lions over the Wolverines. 6:50 left to go, third quarter. We'll be right back. Two early scores here for New Brighton in this third quarter, bringing our score to 30-6. Kicking off for New Brighton is number 5 this time. Caleb Scholler. Back to receive is Petrelli and Donovan Chambers. That was 250. And the kick. Taken by the up man, Delton Caccio. Rolls his way forward. Holding on to that ball was Kelton. Caccio took the ball where? About the 35?
30.
At the 30-yard line. Returned it back to the 46. So we're going to give him, Kelton, 16 yards on that kickoff return. So, nice field position here for the Wolverines. They come out here, their second possession of this third quarter. Wolverines was 2-1 on time of possession in that first half. Not the case here in this point in the third quarter. Have a whistle on the field. Oh, got to get the kicking tee off. Game on, whistle blows, clock rolling. Far out to the right. Ryan Roberts is out there along with Rocco Sesti and Brady Welsh. Gibbons back to pass with a little bit of time. Popkett collapses. Ryan got to get rid of that ball quicker. Tackled back at the 38-yard line by number 10, Josh Servey. And that initial push from that right side of the defense of line of the Lions, there was that brief few, I don't know, not much time there for Gibbons. And as he rolled out, backside pressure just got to him. So that brings up a 2nd and 17, loss of 7 on the play. Gibbons, the sophomore, in the shotgun. Brady out to the right. Welsh, Rocco, Donovan, quick to pass. Oh, once again, Gibbons went back to pass to do a quick screen pass, if you will, out to Ricky Petrelli. Pass wasn't there. Gibbons just got bottled up, ate up. Loss of 2 on the play. Bringing up a 3rd, and we're going to call it 19 for the Wolverines. This third quarter just could not be what the halftime speech was about for the Wolverines. 5:17 left to go here in this third quarter. Gibbons in his shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Chambers. A little bit of running room. Quick resistance there. There was about 3 Lions there to gobble him up after about a 5-yard gain. Was that number 56 in there? Matt Jackson. and a host of other players. So on to punt for the Wolverines is number 51, Ethan Coy, on this 4th and 20. Number 5, Caleb Scholler. Scholler, senior, 6'2", 275 pounds. Mentioned his name quite a bit here tonight. Do they right now? They have 10.
Now they have one.
Okay. There's a nice punt by Ethan Coy. That's going to keep rolling. Is it getting to the end zone? No, but it's going to be down there at the 6-yard line. Down there by number 14, Ashton Wilson. So, long field for the New Brighton Lions. That punt, how far was that, Brad? Ended up at 45.
55 yards.
55-yard punt there by Coy. So the Wolverine defense in the backfield in the safety. You got Kelton Daccio out there, Brady Welsh. Is that Ashton Wilson out there now too? Ashton Wilson, number 14, a freshman. Number 24, Rocco Sesti. Up front, linebackers, Ethan Coy. Here's the play to number 1. Up, try to middle he goes, bounces away out to the right. Running room, turning them legs forward. Gang tackled there by the Wolverines, but not after a 25-yard gain by number 1, Nasanu. I beg your pardon, Nasanu Green. Out to the 30, so 24-yard gain. Seem to have timeout on the field. Yes, we have There's appears to be an injured player on the sidelines. Or a man down on the ground. Way he's sitting up, I'm thinking it's just a cramp, and that is number 1, who was the ball carrier, Green. Don't forget, next week, folks, we'll be coming to you at a little bit before 7 o'clock as your Wolverines travel to Neshannock to take on the Neshannock Lancers. A little nicer schedule this year for the Wolverines. Don't have quite so far to travel to all the games.
Freedom's up 29%.
Freedom is up 29-0 over neighboring Riverside Panthers. So, after that stoppage in play, I never did see a timeout called. It might have been an injury timeout. Number 12 gets the snap from shotgun snap. Trying to find a hole. Rolling around there is number 34, Ashton Faith. Senior, 5'10", 170 pound. Haven't called him a lot. And, you know, number 1 back in the game, Green. I don't know if it was a cramping issue or just what. He was down there on the sideline. So that brings up 2nd and 10. New Brighton wanting to go a little bit more toward the run here in this third quarter. Finding some ways, maybe some, not necessarily misdirection, but the running back able to bounce to the outside, left or right, or, you know, usually the right side, to find some running room. Hall in the shotgun, hand off to Green, picking his way through, hit there and stopped nicely by number 54, Colton Cunningham, limiting that gain to just a yard or two. Credit Colton Cunningham on the stop. Bring up a 3rd and 9 from the 32-yard line. 3rd and 8 it is. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Seen this formation numerous times tonight. Appears to be one that they run a lot of different plays out of, however. Back to pass. Looking down the field. Donovan Chambers there, makes the pass. That pass is out of bounds. No flag on the play. The Lions quarterback Hall under some pretty extreme pressure there by number 5, Donovan Chambers. Basically was in Donovan had him in his grasp, but able to throw the ball away. Ball goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 2:17 left to go here in this third quarter. Lions 30, your Wolverines 6. On to punt. Number 5, the go-to guy for the Lions, Caleb Scholler. Yeah, he's caught balls, he's ran balls, he kicks, he punts, returns kicks. Pretty good athlete. Heavy pressure by the Wolverines. End up with a soccer-style kick at the 45. Is Brady Welsh. Makes the first man miss. Out to the 40-yard line. So we're going to give him 15 yards on that nifty return by Brady Welsh. So Wolverines start this drive into Lions territory. So ball on the right hash mark. Nice return there by Brady. Had some nice blocking up front. So 1st and 10. Ball resting on the Lions' 40-yard line. Pass handoff up the middle is Sesty. He fumbled the ball but picked it up. Got it picked up, did Sesty. After he scampered, see where they spot the ball. Be a 2nd down and 6 after the pickup of 4. Also seeing in there now at wide receiver number 2, Caden Myers. So, wide out, Myers to the left, Brady to the right. Quick handoff there to Petrelli. Up the middle goes Ricky. Rolls his way forward, crosses the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for an Ellwood City first down. Needed 7, got 7.5 on that run, did Ricky. Ball spotted right on the 30-yard line, bringing up a 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. So try that formation again. Gibbons in the shotgun. Ricky right behind him. Sesty, straightforward running by Ricky Petrelli. Rolls his way forward. Brought down at the 24-yard line. Going to give Ricky a pickup of 6 on that play. In that formation, we've seen it run the last 2 times. Ricky's dotting the I right behind Gibbons. And to his left, we saw Rocco Sesty, and to his right was Donovan Chambers. Got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. There's a handoff there to Donovan Chambers. Makes a nifty move. He's up the middle. He's got 1 man to beat. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown for your Ellwood City Wolverines. Donovan Chambers on the 24-yard run. So with 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Wolverines do get to score here in this third quarter. Score is 30-12. Extra point forthcoming. On to kick for the Wolverines is number 11, senior Colin Smith. Here's the snap. Awaiting the snap. Ball is down, kick is up, and good. So, with 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, the Lions leading the Ellwood City Wolverines 30-13. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. That scoring drive was how far, Brad? I lost track of things here. They started at the 40, so 40-yard drive. Some straightforward running by Ricky Petrelli, capped off by a 24-yard run by Donovan Chambers up the middle, made that nifty route. Check for all the highlights this week on, squib kick there, number 1 taken at the 45-yard line. The Wolverines in that bunch formation, I think are going to get a flag on the play. Maybe somebody was offsides, I'm just not sure. So we'll wait to see the flag. Just 16 ticks left to go here in the third quarter. But as I was saying, check out all of our social media websites, ecwolverines.com, Brad Windhorst at Brad Windhorst on Twitter, Instagram, keeping you up to date of all the happenings in Ellwood City sports, as well as other activities going on in the WPIAL. Covers a lot of Beaver County, Lawrence County, the 2A schools that we'll be following. Does a fantastic job keeping people up to date on all of your high school sports and football needs. We're waiting the call here. Illegal procedure against Ellwood. 5 yards marked off. So after the squib kick, it didn't go very far, or was picked up quickly by Green. Lions have excellent field position here in the waning seconds of this third quarter. The ball on their own 47-yard line. Hall awaits the snap. Hand off to Green, bouncing that way to the right side again, but this time didn't work. Ethan Coy there to slow him down, number 51. Stopping Green. Also in there was number 53, Cameron Reynolds. So that's going to put us to the end of the third quarter with your score, Lions 30, your Wolverines 13. We'll be back. Welcome back, folks. Lions ball, 2nd and 7. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Wolverines want a chance in this game. They need to get a stoppage in play here. So a little issue with the clock. Going to get it set back to place. We can talk about some things, but to this point in the game, I think we have to be impressed with how Jackson Hall, the quarterback for the Lions, has really managed this game. Probably over 250 yards passing or close to it in the first 3 quarters of play. Running the ball a little more effective here in that shotgun. Hand off to Green. Straight up the middle he goes. Second man miss. Wrapped up there by Donovan Chambers and Rocco. No, we're going to give 14 credit for that. Ashton Wilson. But not after an 8-yard gain. Needed 7, got 8. Depending upon the spot, but I think we got another Lions first down. And it is. First down for the Lions. Ball resting on their Wolverines' 43-yard line. Once again, no huddle here for the Lions. Hall really gets that call from the sidelines. Makes the play to everybody. Shotgun. Handoff again to Green. breaks his way to the left, hit there by Ricky Petrelli. Not much gain on that play. The Wolverines really strung that out pretty far, and Green tried to make a cut up, and just nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Ricky Petrelli, number 30 there for that initial tackle. No gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. They're giving him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Right now we're just seeing a real heavy dose of Nasanu Green, although he's not out in the field right now. Hall in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his right, looking down to his left. Got a man down there, just overthrew him. He had a step. Did number 9, Jake Francona. Ball just slightly overthrown. Number 10, Carter Lutz in there in the defensive backfield now for the Wolverines. Carter, 10th grader. I beg your pardon. Yes, Carter's a freshman, number 10, not a 10th grader. Number 10, freshman Carter Lutz in the defensive backfield, along with Brady Welsh, Rocco Sesti, and Ashton Wilson, another freshman. And the shotgun is Jackson Hall. Man in motion. Fake to that man in motion. Rolling out to his right is Hall. Lots of time. Throws the ball deep down into the end zone. Into coverage. Ball. Hit up. Oh, my goodness. The ball's overthrown, but as the intended receiver, Schuler, went up to get the ball, he was hit pretty hard by Rocco Sesti. So lots of coverage down the field. Throws that ball up there. Hit hard, did Sesti. I almost really think that was an uncatchable ball, as high as it was, but it was there. But nonetheless, that's what, another 10 yards, 15 yards? Nonetheless, takes the ball down to the Wolverine 25-yard line, 26-yard line. And a 1st down for the Lions. In the shotgun is Hall. I don't know if we've seen him under center all night, have we? It's the ball, handoff to Green. Jukes to the right, then left, then drives his way forward. Going to get down there to about the 22-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Lions. Driving again here in this early stages of the 4th quarter. Awaiting the instructions from the sidelines is Hall. In the shotgun, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff there again to Green. Makes the first man miss. Bounces out to the left. Hit there nicely, but driving his way forward. Taking a whole host of Wolverines to knock him down. Want to credit number 14, Ashton Wilson, for up there and making that initial hit. But number 54, Colton Cunningham, I believe it was, Brad, cleaning it up. Matt Jackson checking in. Number 56. He's 6'2", 250 pounds. He's just a 10th grader. He's not done growing yet. 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Just a little over 9 minutes remaining in the contest. Now up under shotgun. Oh, he stopped. Nice play there by the interior defensive line of the Wolverines. Hall started out in a shotgun, went up under center. The ball was hiked, trying to push forward, but no pursuit there really for him. So it brings up a 4th and 2 on a rolling clock, 8:45 left to go. See what the Lions do here on this 4th and 3. I'm going to say he lost a yard on that play. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Awaits. Gets the ball. Handoff, fumble on the play.
He got that. I think he got it back, but
It's 4th down. 4th down is kind of irrelevant on who recovered that ball, but Ellwood City did. Mark that as a turnover for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Donovan Chambers in there. Some on the handoff from Hall to Green. Green got the handoff, but was hit there pretty immediately. Was that Storm Chambers in there to make that initial hit? Ball pops out, fallen on by Donovan Chambers. Ellwood City football on their own 20-yard line. Down by 17 of the Wolverines, 30-13 here. So Gibbons up under center. Wide out to his left and right. Sends a man in motion. Handoff, misdirection there to Rick Petrelli. Nothing doing. Number 17 and number 55. 55, Donald Sessi in there for the tackle. And number 17, let's give Rocco Bately, that 11th grader, 6'3", 200-pound, in there to help with the stop. So no gain, minimal gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball resting just across the 20-yard line. Gibbons in a shotgun. Handoff there to Petrelli. Churning them legs, driving forward. Had a hole at the initial line of scrimmage. Closed quickly. Able to get forward momentum. Yes, nice run there. Pickup of 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and a long 3 for the Wolverines. The efficiency on 3rd downs for the Wolverines tonight, we'll see at the end of the game, have been lacking. Gibbons in a shotgun. Handoff to Ricky over that left side, stringing it out, just running out of real estate. Keep churning forward, but really no gain on the play. As Ricky took the ball, rolling out there to his left, and he is kind of slow at getting up, is Petrelli. But just never really, no running lane ever really developed for Ricky to make the turn and move up through there. Want to give a shout out. I ran over to the stands there at halftime, visited a few people, and I did not see Henrietta there. So I'm assuming Henrietta did not make the trip. Henrietta Petrelli, Ricky's grandma. No, she's is at all the home games. Ricky's grandma, so a shout out to Henrietta. Hope you're listening and enjoying the broadcast. Be nice if the Wolverines would get a score here for you. 4th and 4, pass out there to Brady. He is going to get enough for the 1st down. Brady Walshak, quick pass out there. Diving his way forward did Brady. That's good enough for an Ellwood City 1st down. You know, Brady was really made something out of nothing on that play, and he knew where the sticks were, had the presence in mind to dive forward to get that 1st down, being a 4th down play. So, still alive here are the Wolverines. 1st and 10, ball resting right on the 30-yard line. One right out to the right, Sesti, one to the left. There's a run by Petrelli. Fooled everybody on that one. Quick handoff there to the left and cut his way back up toward the center of the field, picking up 7 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 3. We've seen it several times in the last 2 weeks. That quick handoff is usually good for 5 to 7 yards with Ricky Petrelli. Don't run it a lot, but it is pretty effective. 3 wide out to the right. Oh, screen pass out there to Donovan. He had blockers. Too tall, just got his fingers on it, couldn't pull the ball in. So, incomplete pass, stopping the clock, 5:01 left to go here in the contest. 3rd down and 3 are the Wolverines. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Gibbons in a shotgun. Hand off there to Sesty. Rolling his way to the left. Afraid where they marked the ball. He needed 3. I don't think he's going to get it. Just fell short of the 40-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th and very short for the Wolverines. Gibbons on the sideline getting the play, now running back in. Fourth and less than a yard here for the Wolverines. In the shotgun is Gibbons. Hand off to Sesty. He's got the first down. Sesty over that left side, dives his way forward. Needed 1, got probably 4. Going to spot the ball now at the 43-yard line. That was Ellwood Wolverines a first down. Ball resting on their 43-yard line. Quick pass out there. Penalty flags fly. False start. Did the Wolverines. That's going to knock them back 5 yards. So the Wolverines now facing a 1st and 15 on a rolling clock. Gibbons in a shotgun. Back to pass. Surveys the field. Throws the ball way downfield there to the left. Oh, incomplete pass, but we got a flag on the play. I think we're going to have a defensive pass interference on the Lions. We'll make sure of that. Yep, pass interference. It's going to spot the ball at the 46 with an automatic first down. So Wolverines 1st and 10 after the 15-yard mark-off. Gibbons in a shotgun. Back to pass. 2 outs to right. Man, we got a bunch of guys in the middle of the field. Throws the ball. Incomplete. Ball falls well short of the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. 3:29 left to go here in the contest. Wolverines have all 3 timeouts. Down by 17 points. Gibbons under center. Back to pass. Heavy pursuit. Pass there to number 15. Taken down at the 25-yard line. Nice catch there by Ryan Roberts. Pick up of 20 on the play. Was given for a connection from Gibbons to Roberts. Ryan Roberts' first catches of the year. Gibbons had time to survey the field on that play, and give Ryan Roberts credit. He just kind of fell in there and found himself in an open spot. 1st and 10, rolling clock. Gibbons back to pass. Throws the ball out there to Donovan Chambers, and he missed the ball. So incomplete pass after it falls through the hands of Chambers. Stopping the clock. So, but 3 minutes and 8 seconds incomplete pass, stopping the clock. Wolverines driving here on the Lions' 25-yard line. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Pitch out there. Another penalty on this flag. Another penalty for the Wolverines. False start on the Wolverines. So mark them back 5 yards. Ball to the 31-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 15. I know we're here to, promote Ellwood City, talk about the football team. Don't like to talk bad about it, but there's just no sense of urgency on this whole entire drive by the Wolverine players. Gibbons back to pass, throws underneath. Ball tipped in the air. 3rd and 15. A lot of frustration really seeing on the faces of these Wolverine players at this point in the game. That's 2 balls there that I think both players would have thought they should have caught. Incomplete pass, stop on the clock. 3rd and 15, 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the contest. Two wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Back goes Gibbons. Pass out there to Chambers. Makes the first couple men miss. Drives his way forward. Going to mark him down at the 22. Not enough for the first down. So it's going to be 4th down. I missed that. What was that? What? 4th down. And what are we calling that? About 6 or 8. 2:20 on a rolling clock. These Wolverines just look like they want to get out of here. I hate to say it, but they do. Oh. They called a timeout after about 20 seconds ran off the play clock. Nonetheless, folks, we'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. As we said earlier, we're blessed to have the new Brighton band here right by us in front of us. So we got to hear them all night. And they are a nice band, but then again, they are no Blue Band. Blue Band looked fantastic tonight. They put on a heck of a show. They always have good ones, but tonight they dug down. Gibbons back to pass on this 4th and 6, rolling to his right. Has a man down there, and ball falls incomplete. Almost intercepted. Brady Welsh appeared to be open, but closing quickly was that number 5 again? 9. I'm sorry, 9. Frank Kona, Tony's relative. We don't know how they're related, but I'm just going with it tonight. We're looking for anything here with 2 minutes to go. So ball over on downs. $1:57 left to go here in this contest. Lions leading 30-13. We'll have all the out-of-town scores here at our halftime show. I'm sorry. Finals. Yeah, final. We're gonna at the finals of it. There's a handoff up the middle. Knifing forward was that number 34, Ashton Faith. And in previous games, he carried the load quite a bit.
Yeah, if you go back,
to last week's game and a week 0. Not many carries for him tonight because really Nasanu Green, not much in that first half, but we'll have all the time of possession and things like that for you when at the end of the game. And out-of-town scores. I know Riverside was getting shut out 26-0 there a little bit ago against Freedom. So, minute 10 left on the rolling clock. Hand off there. That was number 9, Jake Francona. So, rolling clock here. 3rd and 7 for the Lions. Ball resting on their 27-yard line. Once again, a game tonight where you saw some big play potential that the Wolverines could have, some long runs, some nice passes. All in all, not a lot of time for Ryan Gibbons to get that ball under pressure. The secondary of the Wolverines was picked apart tonight. Victory formation for the Lions. They take a knee. 19 seconds left to go. That's going to be the final play of the game. As the clock counts down here, folks, that concludes tonight's contest. The New Brighton Lions 30, the Ellwood City Wolverines 13. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back with a few final thoughts. Welcome back, folks, as we wrap up tonight's broadcast here at ecwolverines.com. The New Brighton Lions defeating the Ellwood City Wolverines 30-13. A game that, at halftime, I just lost what the score was at halftime. 14-6 at halftime, and you really felt like the Wolverines were in this game. A few ill-advised plays. It kind of took them out of it in the third quarter. Started, and New Brighton Lions just came out from halftime, guns a-blazing, scoring on their first play of the third quarter, 12 seconds in, an 80-yard touchdown pass. But final stats you see there on the screen: total yards, 317 for New Brighton, 293 for the Wolverines. So pretty close there. Rushing yards, 76 for New Brighton, 194 for the Wolverines. So they're able to move the ball on the ground. Something to make mention of, 70 of the 76 rushing yards for New Brighton came in that second half. Passing yards, 241 with an 80-yard long for the Lions to 99 for the Wolverines. First downs, Wolverines win 17-13. Turnovers, Wolverines had 2. New Brighton had 1. Penalties, this is big. 4 penalties for New Brighton and 10 penalties for 60 yards. And in those penalties, we're not even talking about the offsetting penalties. A couple, it would have been another 4 or 5. And who knows how many yards. In that 60, some personal fouls. Time of possession, Wolverines 26, New Brighton 21. Coming up on the screen here in just a brief moment will be our leaders for tonight contest. And if you pay attention, you'll throughout the week we'll have all the things for you. Passing yards for the game tonight. Jackson Hall was 7 for 12 for 230 yards, 3 TDs and 1 interception. Rushing, leadest rusher on the night, going over the 100-yard mark, was Donovan Chambers, 16 carries for 104 yards. Receiving with a big night, Caleb Scholler, number 5, and he's, I know we're in Game 3, we haven't seen a lot of players, but when you're going to start talking about all conference awards and things like that, and we're going to see a lot more good players, but this young man punts, he kicks, he kickoff return, punt returns, run the ball, caught the ball, and he had 6 catches tonight for 208 yards, and 2 of them, one was for 80 and 1 was for 65. So very effective there. Colton Cunningham, no surprise, once again, leading tackler on defense with 9 tackles. keep up to date all week with the EC Wolverines website, Facebooks, and tweets. We'll have probably a highlight reel. May not be that long, but we'll have a highlight reel for you to view, as well as interviews and such. I'll go over some scores for you here around town, around the Tri-County area. Laurel, was that game home or away? Do you know? Laurel I think it was probably Laurel at Bishop Canevin. But Laurel rolling over Bishop Canevin 44-7. Rochester 20, Leechburg 0. Close game here. Is this a final, Brad? 24-23. Avonworth 24, Steel Valley 23. Not sure on the final. Freedom pitching a shutout tonight against Riverside 36-0. Neshannock defeated Mohawk 20-13, and we play Neshannock next week up in Neshannock, up there north of Newcastle. So they handled the Mohawk, and Mohawk defeated New Brighton last week quite handily. So I guess what I'm trying to say politely is back to the drawing board for the Wolverines, because the next week's opponent is probably not looking any easier. In that rematch of last year's WPIAL championship game, Aliquippa and their new football coach, 59, Quaker Valley 6. What a turnaround for this year has been so far for Beaver Falls Tigers. They defeated Central Valley 41-7. And South Fayette, always a very good football team, is defeating Newcastle 33-0. I don't know if there's anything else we're really going to cover here at this point this evening. We do thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. If you come out to the games, stop up at the press box. Stop myself for Brad. We got these new fancy shirts. Thank you to Venezi Sporting Goods. They liked what they like what we're doing, and they said, "Hey, you guys need some shirts to at least try to look professional." So we give them credit for trying to make us look better. So shout out to Venezi Sporting Goods. We'd love to hear feedback. What we can do better. We want the broadcast to be most enjoyable for you. I know the best way to enjoy that is with a win, and we're going to try to do that again here next Friday night. On behalf of cameraman Seth Sturgeon, our producer Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we're signing off for this evening. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night.